Hello, welcome to Beachside Sports Reporting. I'm Jackson Curtis.
And I'm Reagan Fortner.
We've had a lot of sports the last 2 weeks, but we'll start with the JV football team. They were scheduled to play Fernandina Beach August 31st, but that was sadly canceled due to Hurricane Idalia.
However, we did play Pedro Menendez on the 7th, and we rocked them like a hurricane. Right out of the gates, we have a touchdown drive consisting of 2 long scrambles from Aiden Kugler, our quarterback, taking 9 Falcons to tackle him down, a 15-yard pass caught by number 18, and finished with a touchdown run from Coleman. The extra point is good, and it's 7-0 Beachside up.
And we keep rolling. Our defense causes a turnover on downs, which gives us great field position. A couple plays later, and Kugler hits Ethan Manley for a beautiful 13-yard touchdown pass. The extra point is up and in, and it's 14-0 Beachside up at the end of the first.
We swap empty positions until our defense causes yet another turnover on downs and our offense starts driving. We get an 18-yard run by Coleman, which sets up in the red zone for a beautiful pass to Brennan Monico for another Barracuda touchdown. We make it 3 for 3 on extra points, and then we're up 21.
Our defense causes another 3 and out, and Pedro Menendez goes to punt, and bam! Hunter Riley blocks and recovers the punt, giving us the ball at the 13-yard line.
At this point, we're making it look easy. Kugler throws another touchdown pass to Manley. We make the point after, and it's 28-zip Beachside going into the half.
On the second half kickoff, the Falcons get a big return to our 36 and eventually drive down to the 7-yard line. But we do force a 4th and goal. Pedro Menendez elected to not take the field goal, however. I'm assuming because every Falcons fan worst nightmare is a 28-3 scoreboard. Despite that, they do convert on 4th and goal, but miss the 2-point conversion, making it 28-6, Beachside leading.
We get right back on track though. 2 huge catches from Monaco put us on their 7-yard line so Kugler can hit Ethan Manley for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Our extra point was blocked, but it's 34-6, your Barracudas winning. We stop them on 4th and forever for another turnover on downs, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
To cap it off, we get one last 4th quarter touchdown by Strider, pretty fitting name for a running back, and we make the 2-point conversion because why not, scoring is fun, and that's the end of the game. Beachside wins 42-6.
It was a great game highlighted by our quarterback, Aiden Kugler, Ethan Manley's 3 touchdowns, and our incredible defense nearly making it a shutout.
But this was just JV. Beachside also had 2 varsity games. We've been on a bit of a road trip lately, and both of our games were away.
On September 1st, we played Fernandina Beach and crushed them 34-15, and the following week we had put up an even better performance at Pedro Menendez. Destroying the Falcons 38-7, it was never even close. This Friday, we're finally back home against Sebastian River, so make sure you go out and support your Barracudas.
In other news, our golf team has been par for the course. We head now to one of our golf insiders, Andy Bunker.
Hey Jackson, great to be here.
So Andy, how's the golf team been doing?
The boys team's been crushing it lately. They had back to school invitational back on August 21st, which they came in 6th. And they had their first match last Wednesday against Creekside and won. We look really good out there, and we were led by senior Nolan Harper to our victory. Girls golf had their first match against Nice on the 28th and set school record of 148. They won that match and then played against Menendez twice, winning both matchups.
That's fantastic. Did we have any big leaders with the most points?
No, we had leaders with the least points. Again, this is golf. Freshman Sophia Rivera hit a 32 against Menendez, and seniors Maddie Rathjen and Raylan Nacional both hit a 36 against Nice.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Andy, and congrats to both boys and girls golf teams. And now we'll go over some swim team news. They had a swim meet scheduled against Fleming Island, but it was unfortunately canceled due to a shark that was in the pool. A great white, in fact. Actually, it was the same exact one from Jaws. It stinks that it happened right after Idalia, just when we thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Okay, let me stop him right there. None of that is true except for the it got canceled part. There was no shark in the pool. None of that we know of, at least. He's just making stuff up. Do not take this guy seriously.
A great white in the swimming pool. That's what gets ratings.
Great, 2 episodes in and we're already jumping shark. Literally. Anyways, swim team will have a meet the 11th and 12th, and we wish them the best of luck. Moving on, volleyball has had lots of games. We now go over to our volleyball insider, Spike Lee.
Well, back on August 31st, both JV and varsity beat Bartram Trail. JV won 2 sets to none with big games by Amber Halverson with 4 aces to end the game, and number 13 with 5 of her own. Varsity won 3 sets to 1. Adriana Jean-Pierre had 14 kills, and Lainey Stapleton had 4 aces with 2 blocks. Then they played Mandarin, and Jean-Pierre had another large game, 16 kills, but it wasn't enough to pull off a victory. JV did get a win on the other hand and beat our rivals Tucoy Creek, both 2 sets to none. Against Tucoy Varsity, we also won 3 sets to nothing. led by 6 aces from Tavares, 24 assists from Erica Duffy, and another yet 14 kills from Adriana Jean-Pierre. Both JV and varsity have improved their records to 4-1 and expect more wins to come.
Alrighty, thank you, Spike. It's a pleasure to have you on as always.
Thanks for having me.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite stat segment, Can I Get Your Digits?
Today we'll be going over the Beachside cross country team with our cross country insider, Finn Ishline. Finn, how has the cross country teams been doing?
Well, they've been doing fantastic. In the girls' varsity first meet that took place on the 27th, we got 5th out of 30 teams. Freshman Lily Potts ran a 22.08, finishing 4th overall. At the Ridgeview Rob Hands Invitational, our JV team finished 7th out of 14 teams, and then our varsity got 8th out of 23 teams. For boys varsity, Garrett Hudson ran a 17.58 to end at 18th out of 204 other athletes. And for girls, once again, Lily Potts led the way with a 21.32 time, finishing 14th out of 148 other athletes.
Wow, it seems like they've been super impressive. Good job, Barracudas.
Yeah, you could say they've been doing wonderful.
You could, but I'm not gonna. But thanks for coming on, Finn. And that's all the time we have for this week. For BSR, I'm Reagan Fortner.
And I'm Jackson Curtis. Have a great week, everybody.